Sat Niangi back again. Welcome to WrestleTalk News, and here's today's headlines. But before we start,
Return of the Sat.
What is that?
Return of the Sat.
Oh no!
Return of the Sat.
Oh my God!
Return of the Sat.
The primary goal of last night's SmackDown for many was the attempt to explain the unexplainable. That was Jey Uso turning on his brother Jey at SummerSlam. And no, Jimmy didn't do it for The Rock. He didn't do it for the people. He did it for the Jey. Yes, Jimmy did what he did out of love, supposedly. Something that Jey reciprocated with a rather justified super kick, pow, right in the kisser, before claiming that not only was he out of the bloodline, but he was also out of WWE. So the question must now obviously go to Payback on September the 2nd, a show that as of now does not have Roman Reigns advertised. Many fans had expected Jimmy and Jey to main event the show, or are they really going to stretch that brother versus brother match to WrestleMania 40 after all? What do you think they are? Owen Hart versus Bret Hart? Gosh. While this is the bloodline, so that is possible, a massive leak for Payback may have given our answer, as well as a major surprise WWE may have in store for that match. This leak came courtesy of Papa Oos himself, Rikishi, whom promoting an upcoming appearance at the Ninja Exchange Collectible Expo on August the 26th via his Instagram, also kind of revealed some major WWE creative plans. The poster for the appearance read...
Red?
What's the difference between read and red? Are they spelled the same?
They are spelled the same.
That's so bizarre. The poster for the appearance read, "Come meet Rikishi before he referees at Payback." Now, this was later labeled as a promoter mistake by Big Keish on Twitter, and maybe it was. Nah, come on. WWE knows Keish can keep his sons in check. Rikishi's social media has been filled with references to the family drama for months, with the Hall of Famer even throwing up a deuces emoji after Jey announced his WWE departure last night. So, yeah, maybe... Yeah! So yeah, maybe WWE's big Samoan cat has been let out of the bag. Thanks, Ninja Exchange Collectible Expo, if you're a real thing. While WWE may have a potential creative headache for Payback, they should count themselves lucky that they only have one pay-per-view to book in the next month, unlike AEW. While All Out is still one massive question mark, All In is taking shape nicely. Yes, Omega vs. Ospreay 3 or Omega vs. Punk would have been nice, but spare a thought for Tony Khan, who has yet again had to make his fair share of changes to All-In creative plans due to injury. And these changes, yeah, they're kinda gonna rub salt in the wounds a bit, as Fightful Select has reported that Kenny Omega vs. Bryan Danielson 2 was considered for the landmark event. While the report specifies that this was not the definitive plan, Danielson's broken arm suffered at Forbidden Door sadly nixed any chance of it happening. And with that off the table, the new plan for Omega is, according to Dave Meltzer's Wrestling Observer newsletter, set to be the team of Omega, Hangman Page, and Kota Ibushi versus Konosuke Takeshita and Bang Bang Club, Bullet Club Gold's Jay White and Rock Hard, Juice Robinson. It was previously reported that an Omega vs. Takeshita singles match was being considered for All In. However, now, according to Meltzer, that match may take place in the following weekend at All Out on September 3rd. Because, oh yeah, that need matches too. It does. Another two names previously set for an appearance on the card in some form were England's own Pac and Jamie Hayter, according to Fightful Select, although it's unclear in what capacity. We at WrestleTalk would like to continue to send our best wishes to Danielson, Hayter, and Pac in their respective recoveries. Okay, I'm done. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the GOAT. He's gonna do his Rampage review and give you some smack F down. Ladies and gentlemen, House of the Black Mask's very own Tempest B Canadian. Yes, oh yes, the Garcia. I mean about the Garcia, Hey, Daniel Garcia, you're coming to Wembley. I challenge you to a Garcia off. I can do the hips, he can do the hips. Yes, leading the way, just leading the way.
And the streak goes back.
That's my line.
This is Rampage, baby. Sat, you know how we do.
Start the clock. We open with a fantastic match between Brian Cage and Darby Allin. Darby's best matches to me always come when he's playing Goliath, David opposite a true Goliath, and here he beat Cage with a roll-up and then was attacked by the official TNT champion Luchasaurus as the unofficial TNT champion Christian looked on. Orange Cassidy defended the international title against Johnny TV in a good but fairly short match, beating him with his orange punch and a beach break, and then the BCC came out and Wheeler Yuta said he would take the title from him. Aussie Open defeated the Outrunners in a quick squash and then accepted MJF and Adam Cole's challenge for Wembley Stadium. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, 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 indeed. Then we had our main event as Saraya beat Sky Blue to advance to the women's title four-way at All In. We need all the Brits on the card. Too many of them are hurt. I repeat, all the Brits.
Yeah! 54 seconds. Here's your champion of the world. Hey, Rampage, 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 Rampage.
And now, Blue. Damn it. Blip, 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 blue, blue, blue. Blue. We kick off SmackDown with a match, which, with a Roman Reigns appearance live on the show, certainly took me by surprise. A happy surprise, though. Thumbs up, gold star, ding. The match itself was Charlotte Flair versus Asuka. Now don't go in thinking that this is going to be a classic on the level of WrestleMania 34 or anything. This was a solid TV match that ended in a double DQ or no contest, as WWE would say. When Damage Control hit the ring, Io and Bayley stood tall with Io doing about 3 different flips because she was running on 4 different cans of Monster Energy, but the whole match ended up being a whole lot of nada. Santos Escobar is backstage about to be interviewed, but he is attacked by Austin Theory, who slams a case on Escobar's knee. What is it, boy? Smells like false advertising. AJ Styles defeated Karrion Kross in a match you may be shocked to learn was quite clunky. They tried AJ's moonsault into a reverse DDT, but f***ed it up to an impossible degree. And like, yeah, man, these things happen, but also, yeesh. AJ hit a 450, but Scarlett put Kross's foot on the rope and Michin throw her over the announce table. So at the very least, that one promo AJ did saying he had backup played into things here. The crowd were very into things by the finish as AJ Styles hit the Styles Clash for the win. Hopefully, all parties can now move on from their respective rivals. Rey Mysterio then checked on Santos Escobar, and eventually Theory came by to sarcastically say he was looking forward to defending his title. We then had the return of the rated R superstar, Edge. The first time I have seen him on SmackDown since that triple threat in May. Damn you, summer vacation. Edge says he wasn't advertised, but when he saw SmackDown was coming to Calgary, he thought it had been too long since they'd seen each other. He says next week is 25 years of Edge in Toronto and wants a match. A match against someone he has never faced before, Sheamus. Edge says he and Sheamus have history and tells a story of taking Sheamus on a mountain bike run in North Carolina, and when Edge wiped out on his bike, he realized maybe he could wrestle again. If you've seen Edge's WWE 24 documentary, you know this story is true. So I love seeing this real aspect of their characters being brought to the screen like this. So Edge welcomes Sheamus to the ring, who plays the footage of Edge falling and showing the bruise on his bum, while Edge shows a picture of Sheamus on his daughter's bike. Sheamus tells Edge that back in 2004, he went to a WWE show unsure about if he wanted to continue wrestling, and Edge was the only one who gave him advice, so really neither Edge nor Sheamus would be there without the other. They accept their match for next week, and Sheamus warns Edge that it might have been a mistake. Double babyface segments like this can sometimes fall flat, but Edge is just so charming and genuine on the mic that a story like this worked so well. I loved it. 2 thumbs up. LA Knight squashed Top Dollar and then said, yeah, a whole bunch after the match. Santos Escobar heads to the ring, but during his entrance, Austin Theory gives his bad knee a chop block and apologizes for all the people in attendance who won't get to experience Austin Theory live. Adam Pearce came out and said Theory would defend the title, instead against Rey Mysterio. They then had their match, which was mostly one-sided and was very short. Most of the heat took place during the commercial, so Rey began his comeback shortly after as he hit a sunset flip into the turnbuckles, a 619 to the back, and a 619 asinine proper to beat Austin Theory and win the US title. Celebration, baby! It's over! It's over! It's finally over! We're free! The LWO celebrate as Rey and Santos embrace the US title run of mid is over! The fact that all this happened would lead me to believe that Rey was supposed to win their number one contenders match, but I've also heard in the reports, of course, that that wasn't the case, so this could just be some funky booking, but hey, this gives Santos motivation to turn heel in the future, and again, the run of Austin Theory has ended! The Lord has smiled upon us! Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits are backstage and say they are just getting started. And then we had our main event segment as Roman Reigns made his way to the ring where he asked Heyman where Jey Uso is. Jimmy at this point appears at ringside and Roman told him that he owed him one, told Jimmy to name his price, but Jimmy said he wants nothing from Roman. Jey Uso came out and said he wanted to know why. Jimmy threw away 37 years of being with each other and Jimmy said he was scared. Scared that Jey would turn out just like Roman if he was tribal chief and thus he couldn't let him win. They both give each other the chance to hit them as Jimmy walks out as Roman Reigns laughs. Jey super kicks Roman and Solo and then tells Jimmy to come back and give him a hug and super kicks him too. Jey then said he's out of the Bloodline, out of SmackDown, and out of WWE as the show went off the air. Wasn't expecting that. And I don't really know where we go in the immediate future, considering the most important and most interesting member of this little menagerie here probably won't be on TV. Overall, there wasn't a ton of wrestling on this episode of SmackDown, a number of short matches, and the longer ones we did get either had an annoying finish or carrying cross. Still, some good stuff though. Rey Mysterio is the new US champion, praise the Lord. Edge and Sheamus had a good promo. We still don't know what's going on with the Usos, but this was enough to keep some plates spinning. This episode of SmackDown gets a 3 out of 5. And that just about wraps things up from me. Before I go, make sure you check out the latest edition of Survival Series over on Parts Unknown, where all those involved try to name every SummerSlam main event. That's pretty good. I think you'll really like it. Until next week, keep it locked. Same sat time, same sat channel. I've been Tempest, that's been Sat.
Yeah!
And that was wrestling.
I'm thoroughly rattled.
No!
It's not gonna eliminate me, right?
Hello! Welcome back to Survival Series here on Parts Unknown, my favorite show to be part of.